every sudden delay, every unexpected turn, if it makes you spiral, you're blocking yourself from the life you want. The truth is, the people who seem the most lucky aren't without struggles. They've simply trained themselves to believe everything will always work in their favor. Imagine moving through life calm, confident, and unshaken. No more panic, no more doubt, just steady trust. In a few moments, I'll show you how to train your mind to act as if everything always works out, so setbacks turn into setups and nothing can throw you off course. 1. The power of expecting success. Imagine walking through life knowing that everything will work out for you, not just hoping it might, but truly believing it will. This isn't about being silly or pretending problems don't exist. It's about training your brain to see chances where other people only see trouble. Look at successful people around you. They don't expect to fail. They move with confidence, like success is already theirs. Here's what's interesting. When you act like things will work out, they usually do. Your brain starts finding answers instead of problems. Every morning, you choose how to think. You can worry about what might go wrong or get excited about what might go right. People who expect good things don't have easier lives. They just see their problems differently. Where others see a locked door, they look for the key. What you expect actually shapes what happens to you. When you believe things will work out, you act differently. You speak with more confidence. You try harder. You don't quit when things get tough. Because of this, you create the success you expected. Begin today. Walk into every room expecting to do well, not in a proud or showing off way, but with quiet confidence. Notice how people treat you differently. Notice how good things start happening. When you truly believe everything works out, nothing can stop you. Your expectations are like glasses you wear. If you wear dark glasses, everything looks dark. If you wear clear glasses, you see clearly. Choose to expect success and watch your whole world change. Think about a time when you expected something good to happen. Maybe you expected to make a new friend, and you did. Maybe you expected to do well on a test, and you did. That's your expectations at work. Now think about when you expected something bad. Maybe you thought someone wouldn't like you, so you acted nervous, and things went badly. That's also your expectations at work, just in the opposite direction. The truth is simple. Your expectations are powerful. They change how you act, how you speak, and how you see the world. When you expect success, you notice opportunities. When you expect failure, you notice problems. Start small if you need to. Before you go somewhere new, expect it to go well. Before you talk to someone, expect them to be friendly. Before you try something hard, expect to figure it out. These small expectations add up. Don't confuse this with being unrealistic. You'll still face problems, everyone does. But when you expect things to work out, you face those problems with strength instead of fear. You look for solutions instead of giving up. The most powerful thing about expecting success is that it becomes a habit. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Soon, expecting things to work out becomes your natural way of thinking. And when that happens, your whole life starts to change for the better. 2. Why your mind creates your reality. Your thoughts are more powerful than you know. Everything you've ever done started as a thought first. The person who thinks they can do something and the person who thinks they can't are both usually right. Your mind doesn't just guess your future, it builds it. When you worry all the time about what could go wrong, your brain looks for problems everywhere. It finds them even when they're not really there. But when you train yourself to expect success, your brain becomes amazing at solving problems. It finds answers and paths forward that were always there but hidden from the worried mind. Imagine two people facing the same hard situation. One thinks, this is impossible. The other thinks, there must be a way. Who do you think finds the answer? The second person isn't smarter or luckier. They just trained their brain differently. Your brain believes what you tell it over and over. If you keep saying things won't work out, your brain accepts this as true and stops looking for solutions. But if you tell yourself that everything always works out, your brain starts working to make it true. This isn't magic or make-believe. It's simply how your mind works. When you believe good things will happen, you notice chances that other people miss. You take actions that others wouldn't take. You keep going when others quit. What you expect becomes real because you make it real. Let's say you're learning something new. If you keep thinking, "I'm bad at this," your brain will look for proof that you're right. You'll notice every mistake and feel bad about them, but if you think, "I'm getting better at this," your brain will notice your improvements. You'll feel encouraged and keep trying. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever seeds you plant will grow. Plant worry seeds, and you'll grow worry. Plant confidence seeds, and you'll grow confidence. You choose what to plant every single day with your thoughts. Think about someone who always expects the worst. They walk around stressed and scared. They miss good opportunities because they're too focused on what might go wrong. Now think about someone who expects the best. They're calm and hopeful. They see opportunities everywhere because they're looking for them. Both people face the same world. The difference is in their minds. The difference is in what they expect to happen. And those expectations change everything. Your brain is always trying to prove your thoughts correct. If you think people don't like you, you'll act in ways that make people uncomfortable around you. If you think people do like you, you'll act friendly and confident, and people will respond well. Start paying attention to your thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, stop and change them. Turn "this won't work" into "I'll find a way to make this work." Turn "I can't do this" into "I can't do this yet, but I'm learning." These small changes in thinking create huge changes in your life. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Use it to build the life you want, not to tear yourself down. 3. Turning every setback into a setup. What if every problem in your life was actually a hidden gift? The most successful people don't see setbacks as failures. They see them as preparation for something better. When one door closes, they know a better door is about to open. Think about any great story you've heard. The hero always faces hard times. Without those challenges, there would be no victory, no growth, no change. Your life works the same way. Every setback is preparing you for your comeback. When something doesn't go as planned, most people panic. They think it's the end. But people who act like everything works out ask different questions. What is this teaching me? Or how is this preparing me for something better? This simple change in thinking changes everything. A rejection isn't a dead end. It's pointing you towards something better for you. A failure isn't a stop sign. It's a lesson that makes you stronger. A closed door isn't trapping you. It's life guiding you toward the right door. The next time you face a setback, pause. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What's next?" Trust that this challenge is part of your journey to something greater. Act like this setback is exactly what you needed, because often it really is. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You probably fell many times. Each fall hurt and felt like failure. But each fall was actually teaching you balance. Without those falls, you never would have learned to ride. The setbacks were setups for success. Or think about making friends. Maybe you tried to be friends with someone who wasn't interested. That hurt. But that rejection freed you to meet someone who became a better friend. The closed door led you to the right door. Life works this way all the time. You just have to learn to see it. When something doesn't work out, it's usually because something better is waiting. Maybe you didn't get into the school you wanted, but the school you did get into is where you'll meet your best friend. Maybe you didn't make the team, but that free time lets you discover a talent you didn't know you had. Maybe someone said no to you, but that leads you to someone who says yes and changes your life. The key is trust. Trust that setbacks have meaning. Trust that closed doors are protecting you or guiding you. Trust that what feels like an ending is actually a new beginning. This doesn't mean setbacks don't hurt. They do. It's okay to feel disappointed or sad, but don't stay there. Feel the feeling, learn the lesson, and then look for what's next. People who turn setbacks into setups have a special way of thinking. They know that life isn't happening to them. It's happening for them. Every experience, good or bad, is preparing them for their purpose. Start practicing this today. When something goes wrong, take a deep breath. Tell yourself, this is preparing me for something better. Then look for the lesson or the opportunity. It's always there.